And even as I glance to my right, we have the horse-drawn fire engine. I'm sure there's nobody here today who's actually old enough to remember these in action, but of course machines like this have featured in many period dramas over the years, and as you can see the occupants are resplendent, and I'm going to be pointing him out as he comes through because he really deserves a round of applause for the work he puts in here. The third lorry was built in Cricklewood, as these things tend to happen. About 1,600 of them are manufactured, and they very large numbers on the Western Front and various other war theatres. This particular model wasn't actually one of the original Lyle's, but they are actually sponsoring this theatre, so it does carry a lot of things here. It's in beautiful condition, very well maintained. Because in common with most commercial vehicles of the period, it does have solid tyres. And if you're wondering how vehicles like that survive on the roads on the Western Front, the answer is with some difficulty. Although probably better than you might imagine, because narrow tyres the soft top layer. They personalise the curve. Next in line we have the baby Peugeot. This is about a 696 single cylinder engine. So similar sort of size engine to the smart car, but as you can see, somewhat slower. Beautiful little vehicle. It has done the right run, as have quite a few of the collected vehicles. Next in line we have the Crossleaf. Now this is one of the smaller Crossleafs. It came in two sizes. It's an 18 horse. These were very commonly used as staff cars during the First World War. The largest 24 horsepower was the almost ubiquitous Royal Flying Corps Royal Air Force tender. We have the little flat twin Jarrett just behind it. This is a two-cylinder engine, horizontally opposed, water cooled. And next in line the Austin Ruby. Now the Austin Ruby. We have the Pageant, not necessarily in that order, I have to point out. The old Warden Fire Service vehicle, plus the RAF. See, I told you, woohoo! 4 1/4 litre, straight 8 engine, built by Hudson in America. Here's the Austin Burnham. Hey! They do enjoy themselves, these guys, and they have a right to enjoy themselves on these days, because a lot of work goes into these cars. I've seen many of them totally stripped. We next have the Hillman Mix, the RAF bomb disposal markings, and the Ford wireless truck. So the next item on the agenda, we have a parade of Model Ts. So, following these up, what we now have is a parade of Model Ts. There are actually 5. One of them again is very much a collection vehicle because it has a working function. Yes, it is there in the parade, which is actually very good. I've been thinking that for quite some time this vehicle should be in the parade. It tends to be flitting about the airfield on display days for the very obvious reason that it's a very necessary item of equipment. So I'm glad to see it now in the parade, so I can describe it a bit better. Now the Model T Ford is a vehicle which is obviously very well known to most. It comes in many guises. Built from about 1908 to 20s when the Model A replaced them. The very first one here is very much in its wartime type of cannibalised, chopped, changed and generally mixed with all over the world in various different theatres. They were very useful for the desert, for ground clearing. The one in the front, as you can see, is very much on a war footing, but when it gets back to the line over the back there, after it's very nicely, they'll open the bonnet, it's maybe the smuggling. Oh no, he said, please don't make me show them the smuggling. Oh, go on, you know you want to. As you can see, I mean, obviously there weren't just private cars, many of them were adapted to commercial purposes. This particular car, so you can see, may or may not have pies on board, but you can always go and ask. They can only say no, the work comes to work. The next one is actually owned by Stuart Gray, who's the head of the business next to these days. And it's fitted with what are known as Rocky Mountain brakes. If you look at the back of the vehicle, bearing in mind, of course, none of these cars have front wheel brakes, and the Rocky Mountain brake was a much more powerful version, hopefully, than the standard fitting, and the name speaks for itself, frankly. I'm going to overland all the way. Australia. In fact, most of the various owners, it seems that a lot more beans were sold in Australia than were actually sold in Britain. That's what we brought back from Australia, as you can see, and they came in various sizes. Another one which is small. That was again belonging to a 12 horsepower, which is one of the later attempts to make them a little bit more. That's why I didn't bring my hand up here. An attempt to make them a little more competitive. They thought they were still a version of 12 horsepower, but unfortunately to no avail. Having a now here comes the other one. I was right, it was 8. Could this be the field? It is the move up. One of the things they did to attempt to make the cars easier for use on some of the models was to introduce a side door. And if it is if you go to the front of the door, they're open. But not on the others. Yep. So that's the Shuttleworth, I think. That's the 12 horsepower. Anyway, the P's are leaving us back. Except that we now have a bit of a crossover. It's worth noting, of course, that they come in various different models. Some of them only have rear wheel brakes, but notice that some of them have front wheel brakes as well. Second and third in line have front wheel brakes, as does the fourth, but not the fifth. But the sixth does. The 1445 saloon, followed by the 12 horse. And it's rather lovely that lost it. So I would have got some information on how I realised it was coming. Next up we have the Magonda, 2 litre. The twin overhead cam engine as well, very sophisticated material. I'm told now, I wasn't actually informed about it. Just as I was saying, they do like the closing